You just spent $300 on what seems like an acceptable flight. 30 minutes after takeoff, your legs are pressed against the seat ahead of you. The passenger beside you keeps bumping your arm, and you think, "Why did I book this?" Here's the reality. That wasn't misfortune. That was a decision. Choosing the correct airline isn't about being demanding. It's about understanding that some airlines invest in your comfort, while others invest in squeezing in extra rows. And at this stage of life, comfort isn't indulgence. It's required. Today, I'm breaking down the airlines, explaining which ones deserve your money and which ones will leave you regretting the booking. And trust me, by the end, the top option is not who you expect. First up, the airlines to avoid. I'd understand the temptation. You compare prices and notice a $180 ticket versus a $320 ticket, and your mind says, why pay twice as much? But what I learned from speaking with travelers over 50 is simple. The lowest price is a bargain if you spend 8 hours miserable. So this is what I focused on. Not just cost, not marketing slogans, but factors that actually matter to us. Will you arrive on time? Will your body tolerate the flight? Will the crew treat you with respect? The results were clear. Some airlines performed well. Others should be avoided. I'll start with the ones that belong nowhere near your reservation list. First, Ryanair. You see a flight for €9. €9. You think this is unreal and click book. Then checkout arrives and the total jumps to €65. What changed? That's the Ryanair model. They're transparent. You pay for everything. Carry-on luggage costs €10 to €25. Checked bags cost $12 to $25. Selecting a seat that isn't stuck in the middle adds another $5. The real issue is the seating. Their seats are extremely small, with around 28 inches of legroom on newer aircraft. That means your knees press forward the entire flight. If you have knee pain or value basic posture, it's just uncomfortable. Boarding is chaotic. They reward rushing. Everything focuses on speed. If you have mobility limits, it's stressful. My view is simple. Unless you travel with only a backpack and full schedule flexibility, the savings vanish quickly. A €9 ticket becomes 70 in minutes. At that price, you could choose another airline and sit comfortably. Second, Spirit Airlines. Spirit is the American version of Ryanair, only worse. The mood on board is tense because passengers are frustrated by fees. A bag that's slightly oversized costs $35. Want a seat that's not in the last row? $5 to $25. Even the crew often seems irritated. The shocking part is the final price. A $79 fare turns into $140 once you add bags and seats. For the same cost, you could fly Alaska Airlines and actually enjoy the trip. Many passengers also mention inconsistent cabin cleanliness. If hygiene matters, this is concerning. Avoid Spirit. It appears cheap, but feels costly. Third, Frontier Airlines. Frontier appears affordable at first glance, but punctuality is the issue. They schedule very tight turnarounds. When one flight runs late, everything after it collapses. Connections are missed. Delays multiply. Older planes also require more maintenance, increasing the chance of disruption. If you travel alone with flexibility, it might work. If you're visiting family or attending an event, the risk outweighs the $40 saved. Waiting in airports is draining. Don't choose that stress. Next, we have the airlines to approach carefully. Fourth, Air India. Air India is in transition. New ownership is improving operations. Some flights are excellent, others disappoint. Cleanliness varies. Some aircraft are spotless, others have reports of pests or restroom issues. This just shouldn't happen on long flights. The positive news is their massive aircraft order and new training. In several years, they may be outstanding. For now, it's unpredictable. If you book Air India, try to choose newer Boeing 787 or Airbus A350 aircraft. Avoid the older 777 planes. Bring cleaning wipes. Inspect your seat and restroom immediately. Photograph any problems. Is it worth trying? Possibly. Prices are competitive, but confirm the aircraft type before you buy. Fifth, British Airways. British Airways carries prestige. Sometimes it delivers, other times it disappoints. It all depends on the plane. Newer 787 or a 350 aircraft are excellent. Older 777 Club World cabins feel outdated. My advice is to research the specific aircraft before booking. The new club suites are worth it. The older cabins are not. Their London connections work well, and the lounges are reliable. You pay for efficiency. Short-haul economy feels tighter than it used to. They added more seats. British Airways can be fine if you do your research first. Spend 2 minutes checking the aircraft to avoid regret. Sixth, Aeroflot. Aeroflot once dominated, now sanctions limit its routes. It doesn't operate to the United States or Europe. Unless you're traveling specifically to Russia or Central Asia, it's irrelevant. Even then, better options exist. Use Turkish Airlines or Air Astana instead. Let's move on. Seventh, American Airlines. American is inconsistent. Their on-time rate averages 76%. Performance depends heavily on the hub. Dallas often struggles. Charlotte performs better. Miami is acceptable. Phoenix runs smoothly. Weather disruptions ripple through their system, and recovery is slower than competitors. Service quality varies by crew and cabin. Premium cabins perform well, but economy feels transactional. My recommendation is clear. Use American if it's required, or if you're using miles. Otherwise, choose Delta or United. American isn't terrible. It's just not the best option. Now, for the airlines that actually deliver. Eighth, United Airlines. United has improved recently. Their cancellation rates remain under 1%. Their long-haul 787 aircraft are comfortable with quieter cabins, better air, and larger windows. Polaris Business Class performs well. The lounge access rules are complex, so check the app before arrival. Seat selection costs extra in basic economy, so expect $15 to $25. United works well for long-haul or premium cabins, but short flights feel pretty average. Denver is their strongest hub, 9th Qantas. Qantas often gets overlooked. That's a mistake. They are reliable. The crews are professional and attentive to older travelers. Connections through Sydney and Melbourne work well. Their pricing sits in the middle, and the experience justifies the cost. Everything just flows. Your time is respected. If you're traveling to Australia or to Asia via Australia, Qantas deserves consideration. 10th, Lufthansa. Lufthansa experienced some labor disruptions recently, but that's common in Europe. Their strength is their hubs. Frankfurt and Munich operate efficiently. Signage is clear and transfers move fast. Newer aircraft feature cabin upgrades, though older aircraft still exist. Catering can vary. Overall, Lufthansa works well for transatlantic travel. If you're flying from the Midwest, connecting through Frankfurt can save a lot of time. 11th, JetBlue. JetBlue excels domestically. Their standard legroom is 32 to 34 inches. Most airlines offer less after several hours. That difference matters. They have seatback screens, the Wi-Fi functions, and snacks are included. Seat selection costs extra, so expect $5 to $25. Their routes focus on the East Coast, Florida, the Caribbean, and the West Coast. If JetBlue serves your route, choose it. 12th, Etihad. Etihad sits right between Emirates and Qatar. Prices are lower, but with similar quality. Their fleet is young. The 787 cabins feature better humidity and pressure, which makes long flights feel easier physically. Service is consistent. The Abu Dhabi airport is modern and easy to navigate. Their network coverage is a bit smaller, and carry-on rules are strict. Choose the 787 or a 350 flights and budget for seat selection and Wi-Fi. But Etihad offers a premium feel without the premium pricing. 13th, Cathay Pacific. Cathay excels at service. From check-in to landing, the care feels genuine. Their lounges in Hong Kong are destinations in themselves. Food quality is high. Cabins are modern. The crews operate at a higher standard. Pricing sits mid-range and the value matches the cost. If you're traveling to Asia or Hong Kong, Cathay makes flying pleasant. 14th, Japan Airlines. Japan Airlines is so underrated. The comfort details are intentional. The seats support your posture. Power outlets exist right where you need them. Service remains consistent. The lavatories stay clean. The Wi-Fi works. Boarding is organized and efficient. Their routes connect West Coast cities to Asia. Japan Airlines makes flying easier than most American carriers. 15th, Emirates. Emirates lives up to its reputation. Even in economy, the seats are wider. The entertainment is extensive. The service feels intentional. Business class on the A380 is exceptional. Their network covers major US cities through Dubai. Tickets do cost more $300 to $600 higher, but for milestone trips, Emirates elevates the experience. Try it once if you can. And number 16, Singapore Airlines. Singapore Airlines represents the highest standard. The service feels effortless. First class offers private suites, even economy feels better than competitors. The crews anticipate your needs. Singapore's airport runs flawlessly. Their routes serve San Francisco, Los Angeles, and New York. If your budget allows, Singapore Airlines defines premium travel. So that's the full list. This is how you choose airlines when comfort matters. But booking is only the start. Many travelers over 50 lose money on fees without even realizing it. Security programs, lounges, seat fees, baggage rules. There's a system to flying smarter. It's simple once you learn it, and I explain it all in the next video. Watch it before your next trip. You'll wish you knew this earlier. That's the breakdown. Which airline are you flying next? Have you experienced something different than I described here? Share it in the comments. Your experience might help someone else avoid a mistake. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.